Our next guest is a very funny gentleman who has just written a book. I have a copy of it right here, and as you can see, it's called If God Wanted Us to Travel. And from August 10th through the 12th, this man will be performing at the Sands Hotel in Atlantic City. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the program, David Brenner. David. Brenner. Well, you know, it's nice to have you on the program.
Well, it's great to be on the program.
Thank you for coming. Let's talk about the book a little bit. I guess, well, I don't guess, I know for a fact you travel a great deal.
Extensively.
Yeah.
I'm always, when I'm not on the road, I travel for myself. I came back last week, I came back from China.
Wow. How long were you there?
I was there 3 weeks, so I was walking around for 3 weeks with millions of people looking up my nose. I mean, that's China's not, you know, you have images of China, you have ideas of what China's like, and it was thrilling. I mean, there were thrills, going to the Great Wall, going into the Forbidden City there and all. You know what? One of the biggest surprises for me, right? I'm in China, and I go to Shanghai. 12 million, 14 million people, whatever in Shanghai, bigger than New York. Yeah. Something happened to me there that as a New Yorker, I couldn't believe. There are 300 million bicycles in China, right? They're mostly bicycles. There are a few taxi cabs, all right? I get in a taxi cab, anyone from New York would be floored by this. I get in a taxi cab, and the driver speaks English.
No.
David, I wouldn't lie. Yes. And not only, because you know, here you get in a cab and the initials PJR, MJOY are not the license plate, but the name of the guy who's driving, you know? And I never know what to say, like, good morning, Bick and Forford. I don't know. Then he gets, the cab, so, you know, I'm used to, you know, cabs holding on, gripping, you know, getting ready for that slam dunk, and, you know, the slam dunk into the front seat. And I'm there, and he's driving. And it's peaceful, and it's nice, because, you know, here, you know, they go around corner 90 miles an hour. I always feel like I should be leaning out the window shooting at the car behind us. So
it's like a getaway car.
Yeah, it really is, you know. So now I start to relax. So I said, oh, this is great. And then I said, you know, transportation, you know, China. I get on Air China. Now, here's where it starts to reverse itself.
See, that would make me very nervous.
Wouldn't it just the name? The name, Air China. Yeah. Something about that, right? Air China, the tires, and I don't like to fly anywhere, I'm nervous, are bald. You know how you have a car when you're real poor, you have threads coming out of your tire, you know that look? And this plane is scheduled from Shanghai to Beijing, no, to Shanghai to Xi'an. It's like a 2-hour flight, and they tell me I'm going to arrive there in about 3 hours. So I don't get it.
Yeah. What is there a time change?
Yeah. No, there isn't. That's the first thing I asked. Is there a time change? There's like skid time. You know, for taking over land, it's skid time. Then I get on trains. I was on boats. I was on trains. Now the trains were great. I get on a train. I make a big mistake, blunder. You know, you have first class and economy. Almost everything. Over there, they don't have that. They have soft seats and hard seats. All right. So I have a real bad back, a chronic bad back, and you know I can stay in a soft seat for a little while, but 5.5 hours, I'm going to be in a lot of pain. And all. Sure. So I said, well, I'll be better off in the hard seat. You know, they don't tell you what this hard seat is like, right? It's like $9. The other one's $200. I should have figured there's a difference. I get in the hard seat. I swear, after like an hour, I'm telling them how many tanks we had, where the troops are coming from. In such excruciating pain, and you're knee to a guy who's enjoying himself, you know? He's happy to be alive, you know, of all the billions of people there, a billion people. Now the train goes along again. It's so nice, and it's peaceful, and I love trains. I don't know if you like trains. I love you know, my favorite train in the whole world is the one in France. You know, 236...
over 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, 236 miles an hour. Can you believe a train like that? Vroom! You know how you can tell the hobos in France? They're the guys without arms.
That's how you tell the hobos in France.
Missed it again, you know?
Missed it again.
Missed it again. You're coming home. You only missed twice. Though, right?
2 chances, that's it. But now, tell me just one more thing about China. Could you sense any of the political climate or temperature or situation there? I mean, could you feel anything? Was it a palpable sense of unrest?
No. They're very smart. They call it the incident. You know, the square, they call it the incident. The square's cleaned up. It's really, cleaned up. And what I understand is at night it's a different story. You don't walk around the square at night. But you don't have that. They feel badly about it, and they have wild excuses. They have excuses like, you don't know. They have excuses like this. We never had a riot here. We don't know what riots are, and we do not have gas bombs. Mm-hmm. So they had no gas bombs, and they had no rubber bullets. So the choice was like tanks. Look at this. Look at it. Look how they think. Well, we don't have any gas. Let's use tanks. So you don't really feel it. No, you don't.
As an American, did they feel like they owed you an explanation for what happened or not?
Yeah.
Were they worried about you or nervous?
Once they find out you're American, they are. Yeah. They want to know. They love to talk English, which is great because I don't speak Mandarin. And they want to know what you think about it. Yeah. And they're little. I met one man, David Wong, an old man. He told me his whole life story and how he was caught in the Japanese and this, and then he got caught in the Cultural Revolution, and he sent him to a farm, and he's a linguist and all that. And now there was a policeman standing there, and I was kind of afraid. I wanted to take a picture with him. Yeah. He was one of those, the typical one. But I didn't because I was afraid to get in trouble.
How about the food? Was the food everything you hoped it would be?
I want to tell you something. People tell you, the Chinese food is not going to be good, and you hear all kinds of stories. I have one thought. I was hoping. What I was hoping would happen to me? That people my age. Around my age would come up to me and say, "Oh, thank you so much for eating everything when you were a child." Because... I just wanted to, because confirmation that my parents weren't giving it to me, you know what I mean?
There was an actual theory in place
there was a theory, something balanced.
It was really working.
While I was eating, there was a kid in China going, "Oh, I feel better." But the food, what's interesting about the food is that it's nothing like the Chinese food here.
Yeah. Is it better?
It's very different. They didn't have my favorite dishes. 17 and 24. That wasn't on me. It's different in the sense that I went one night to a real authentic Chinese restaurant, and they serve everything. I don't like anything. I'm not squeamish. I don't like anything to look like it did when it left for school in the morning. With the head and the eyes, glasses, the hat on. The whole fish they serve, and I don't understand that. They do with fish, and when you get a steak, they don't have a hoof hanging off of it. I don't get their rationale.
The book is If God Wanted Us to Travel. Is doing pretty good business for you?
It's doing great. After this show, it should be better.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, well, maybe you better get a stool. Let's see, from the 10th through the 12th to be in Atlantic City at the Sands Hotel. Great. Come back anytime.
Pleasure to see you again.
David Brenner.